It's okay. Good intensity. Do it again. Just make sure the third bar, we know where to change that. Okay, good. So whatever tempo you start those first two bars, the third one needs to be the same. Right now you were going bump, dick, dick, dunk, duck, duck. You made body, dong, dong. So do you want, which tempo do you want? Do you want the tempo, the first two bars, or what you had in the third bar? The first two. Okay, so then once we get to the third bar, and you're doing more movement, the movement has to be smaller and quicker. Okay? Because think about it, if you have one strong strike, those first two bars, if that's what you're doing, and then after that, in order to keep up, you have to make the movements quicker and probably a little smaller to keep it in time. Okay, do it again. Focus on time. Okay, timing was better. It was better. The only little place I saw a little variation, like in the tempo, was about the fifth or sixth measure, because we're going do do do. You're doing a really clear 1 2 3, and then when you kind of went legato, it slowed down just a little bit. And so you watch for that on the video. But the timing was much better. Okay. Let's give you one more try. I mean, that was like. The change from the first time you did it to that time you did it was great. So let's give you one more time just now that you're a little more comfortable in to go at it. Good. Every time you looked more and more comfortable every single time. That was really good. I think that when you show phrasing with your left hand, it's clear when you want to come up, but then once you get to the top, your hand just seems to kind of come down, and like you had the phrase come up that last line. Ba, da, 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 and then it just kind of went down. And when you kind of went, ba, da, da, oh, da, 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 da. And I think we were ready to, do more as a group. Be, da, 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 da. And you just went, da, 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 da. Okay. It's like we heard all the music playing at the party. We went up, opened the door, and then everybody went, oh, okay, never mind. Alrighty. Comments? Anybody? Wow, okay, all right. I heard you say Aaron. You went.
Well, I thought, I don't really know what I want to say, so I was like, I'm just not going to say it.
Yeah, Ruben?
First of all, I like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Very good. And then, yeah, I guess the main thing would be just focus on time. What we were talking about. And then, I said this last time to somebody, but sometimes it looks like you want to do something with your left hand, and then you just bring it up and you kind of don't actually carry out exactly what you want to do. Just make sure that you're doing things intentional. Your right hand keeps, time, so you keep time straight. But if you're wanting to do something with the left hand, make sure you just go carry out whatever it is you want to do, and just kind of keep it in the way. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell, like I said, follow through on what you're doing. Just follow through on what you're doing. And it's good. The timing got a lot better. And you think about it, at the end of the day, you can be as expressive as you want, but if timing goes out the window, then that's no good. All right. Yep. Let's do the next one then. Romeo. expressive. Very, very expressive. Very, very good. Take your time on that last one because you ended up out pretty far, you know, so dee da 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 da. You have to move slower in order to cover less space. Otherwise you end up, you know, holding on out there. Yeah, good. I think that you can show a little bit less on silent parts, on rests. So, for example, measure 7. Start in 5. Look at 5. You went. You know, you really were winding up for it. And I think to show the silence there, you know, make sure that I think on beat 1 is the release, then the breath. But you kind of went through it. And there's nothing going on. Okay, so there's that, and then, like I said at the end, yeah, just monitor this so you don't end up cutting off out there. Let's do it again, and I think that you've got some good ideas for phrasing and the way you can show. As far as like, I can tell where you want to move through. Okay, whenever you don't want that movement, try to really minimize it. Does that make sense? So like, for example, at the beginning, you're going, and working really hard for that, and I think you just need, so there's more of a contrast between this and when you're really moving, rather than everything moving around. Okay? Looks like a street player. I know. All right, another shot. Slower on that last one, okay? Yeah, I kind of killed some of the enthusiasm, I think, because there wasn't as much movement, but I think for me, if I were a player, it was simpler, clearer, and easier to follow. I think it was the 5th bar that time. It was either the 3rd bar or the 5th bar. Everything you were doing before that was pretty minimal, and when you did move, everybody moved right with you, you know? And so that was nice. I think you can show a little bit more of a release in the 4th bar on beat 4. Right now, I haven't really seen anything. That time you just kind of stopped, right? So, B, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you know, a release. And then if you show a release there, that can also show the prep for beat 1, everybody, right? So you might want to go 1, 2, 3, boom. Or you might want to go 1, 2, 3, you know, and so that can help as well. All right, comments from the players? Nigel.
I think on the last 2 measures on that whole note, since it's not a fermata, it's not like the end of the actual piece, I think you can show like minimal time through it. You're kind of like holding out like a fermata, but you don't want to lose sense of where you are in time.
It's a great point, you know, because we have an excerpt and we're treating it like its own entity. But if you think of it in the holistic part, you know, then you're not going to just stick a fermata in there. You're going to treat it with time moving through. Good point. Others? All right, we're out of time. Good job, Will.